Let the Eurovision Song Contest begin!
Welcome to yet another week of the Douze Points podcast. Welcome back.
It's April. What else is going to happen?
It's been a big year. You've had a big week.
Oh, Lord.
So
what can you do?
No, we won't get into the dirty details, but where else can you come to lift the weight off your shoulders? And totally, you told me the full story and I went, wow. So,
yeah, like
Armenia? Yeah, it's been a big week. So, welcome back. I'm Jack. This is Liz. We are here to regale you as we have been for almost 8 months now. We've been doing this.
What?
Yeah, it's wild. I can't believe we're not sick of each other yet.
Well, no, we're sick of each other, but
personally, we don't talk. Professionally, we're doing fine.
I can't believe it's been 8 months. The world hasn't actually exploded yet. Not because of us, but just because
I was going to say, do you think COVID popped up to try and get us off?
To try and stop us?
They were like, fuck, we gotta get
just
these
what
two.
can we do? Threw some germs at them.
Sucked in. We don't have friends, so we're invincible.
Just sitting at home, coughing on ourselves.
Yeah, it's great. So welcome. This week we are taking a retrospective look at yet another country. We're doing them alphabetically. This week we're doing the great nation of Armenia.
Armenia!
You have been messaging me all week. Super excited.
So excited.
I can't figure out which of these songs. I went through all of them today, and not only was I reminding myself of them, I was watching them going, which one is going to be this magic song that has
I can't believe you can't tell straight away.
I know it's not Apricot Stone. That's the
I think
only
that is a
thing
very
I know.
safe assumption. It's not Apricot Stone.
All right, well, shall we get into it and see what we find?
Yeah, I think you'll know when it happens, because it's one of my all-time favourite songs, not just of Eurovision, but of all musicdom.
This is... I have no idea what we're going to get into here, but let's do it. So, Armenia did debut in the contest in 2006. They have tried to compete every year, bar one, which we will get to. Very geopolitical. We're going to get into the crisis that unfolded there.
I read that year online with security concerns. And I'm like, woo!
I know. It's got a whole Wikipedia page dedicated to it. It's got a whole geopolitical studies dedicated to it.
Well, can I just say, without saying anything, if some of the videos, because you know me, I always watch I read the comments.
Yes.
And some of the comments, let's just say there were some people from some different countries just having arguments with people from other countries about how much their country, sucked. And you're like, y'all need to calm down.
Y'all need to take a chill pill.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the scheme of things, there's bigger things to worry about, honestly. So Armenia did debut in 2006 with, his name was Andre, and he entered with the song Without Your Love.
You mean, can I die without your love? Can I die without your love?
This is why we need cameras, because we need to film this every week.
People can feel the shake.
Strong debut. Finished 8th in the final, which is always an interesting it's an interesting performance. Let's put it that way. This isn't the one that you were madly in love with, was it?
It's actually, you know what? I actually really like this song.
So do I.
I actually really like this song. And I've got this song, again, I get the CDs. I'm such a nana. In case, the world ends or this, internet falls from the sky.
Yeah.
I
still have
my
power,
CD.
but Spotify will be gone forever.
Exactly. So I've got this one. I still listen to this one to this day. The thing that bothers me is when you start watching this performance, when he sort of starts off, it looks like he's standing on the most deluxe glory hole the world has ever seen. You're just sort of like, what is that? And then they sort of panned out about, and you realize that he's just dancing on his mum's dining room table with one of her chairs.
Exactly.
While his gal pals from school dance about, rehearsing in their gym wear. That's how I describe this performance.
So, this one is you know how I often say when we're doing this new kind of version where we go back and look at all the songs that I can tell what year every song is from just based on the fashion. 2006, Andre is dressed very remarkably similarly to one of our all-time favorites, Daz Sampson.
Oh, shut up!
It's very that chavvy British. I'm wearing a sports jacket in some tracksuit pants.
In my jeans.
Yeah, and it's
in my skanks with their little, you know.
Now, when they're wearing those kind of shoaly kind of string things that they
it's like
around.
It's those bandeaus, like you use at the gym for like the
like exercising and like resistance training.
Yes,
but I thought it was their hair when it first started. And I was like, how did you find enough girls with long enough hair?
That's
and I was about to give it way more fashion points if he had done that with the hair.
Yeah,
I find this one to be a very dramatic debut. I like it.
Yeah,
I like the song.
Well, see, I'm torn because I really like the song. I really hate everything else about it. Like the staging. Oh my god, they do some of the dodgiest like dance moves ever. Like you've got to go back, just sort of in the middle of it. They do like the little choreographed thing where they're all, they're all doing the same like jerky. I thought they were going to break into the robot. Like it is me absolutely hammered drunk at 3 a.m. dodgy. Like
at
it's
the little
so
pub on
bad.
Hindley.
Yeah.
Understandably, yeah.
Which is a shame, and it's because it's just him in jeans, and I was gonna say when he comes out because he's actually got like the hood of his hoodie up, and it looks like an Assassin's Creed cosplay outfit to be honest, but like done on the cheap.
So I have given this song, like I said, I like the song. I've given it a 7. Performance, I've given it a 5 because, like you say, you've got moves. There's something going on. Andre's having a good time, but there's not much else. Fashion, flat 1. I'm giving it a 1.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I gave the song a 7.
Yep.
Because I really like the song. I surprised myself, and you know what? I think I was very generous, and I gave the performance 5.
Yeah.
Just because I'm giving them points because they did try to do something with the bandos. Like they tried it.
Ambition.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't quite pull it off, but bless them. Fashion, I give it a 1.
So we both gave it a 13 out of 30.
Yeah.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
The next year, 2007, Armenia came back with a man called Heiko with the song Anytime You Need.
Which weirdly came 8th.
8, that's what I was about to say.
And I'm like, oh, this is, so then like when it started, I was like, because I don't remember this song at all. And usually when it starts, because I can't remember a lot of names.
If you put the names in the song title, you'll be like, you didn't even remember Fuego until we played it.
Yeah,
like, that's how bad you are with names.
Yeah, so bad. And even when it started, and even halfway through it, and I'm like, was I in the toilet?
Yes.
Like, I do not remember this at all. For everyone sitting at home, and it basically they've got like a twig tree with bits of old like plastic bags like hanging, but like he's singing a song near the public dump, near the dump, everybody's bits of plastic.
Yeah.
And I look at it
downwind from the local
like recycling facility. And just the whole time I'm watching it and he's like, I would do anything for you, and I'm like, would you clean up the environment, take down that plastic,
environmentalism starts in your community.
Exactly.
I find this a pretty standard generic Eurovision ballad, this one.
Yeah. His outfit, he's clearly just finished his shift as a waiter and has just walked on stage.
Oh, sorry, I'm late, guys. My Uber, I just got in. Am I on next? I'm really surprised this finished 8th because I found him really off-key most of the time.
But you know what it is? When I was watching him, like he was strangely engaging at times. Yeah. And then I realised, you know who he is? He is the Armenian Joey Tribbiani from Friends. He is the Matt LeBlanc of Armenia. That's why you're like, oh, this song is shit, but I'm still kind of drawn to it. It's like Matt LeBlanc and all these shitty shows.
I don't know whether to add points or subtract points for that.
You add points.
It's the woman in the creepy face makeup kind of mask thing threw me off a bit. That, the bloody heart, on his shirt at the end.
Oh yeah, his heart just.
I was like, are you okay? Is this meant to happen? How did this finish 8th?
I know, there was a part of me, I think it was just like shock. I think there was a moment where people were like, oh my God, he's been sniped from the crowd.
Yeah.
Because it was like in a Hollywood movie where just the blood starts coming through his white shirt.
Yeah.
And you were just like, oh, I don't.
This wasn't my cup of tea. So I've given the song a 3.
Yeah.
I don't rate it at all. I've given the performance a 7. Much in the reason we gave some points to Andre 2006.
Yeah.
I think he's gone for broke. If he has a shit song, he's got the most ridiculously complex performance going on behind him. So I've given him a 7 for that. Fashion, straight 1.
Ooh. Well, see, I went the other way. I gave the song a 5.
Yeah.
I gave the performance a 5.
Yeah.
Mostly for the heart.
Exactly.
And I gave the fashion a 2. Because even though he looks like a waiter, he'd clearly just had it pressed. Yeah. So
he went through the drive-through dry cleaner before he got there.
Yeah. And then I realised that they were kind of limited because the whole outfit was built around him having that white shirt, so they could do the final.
Exactly. So
thing.
they were almost constrained by having it
that. And the white shirt was very white, and I appreciate how hard it is to keep your whites white.
Yes.
So especially in the hospitality industry.
Yeah, exactly.
So...
Coming straight from the bar.
Exactly.
So that's a total 11 from me, 12 from you for a total of 23.
Yeah.
Now we move on to 2008, which was Armenia's first big success at the contest. It was Sarusho with the song
Kele Kele. Hold me tight, Kelele.
I'm starting to think this might be the one you secretly love more than life itself. Would I be right?
What? No.
My
God,
God.
You can't help but just be like, Kele, Kele,
moo, Kele, moo, Kele. So I love this song.
Oh my God, what?
Watching the performance back, I was like, how much does this performance remind me of Shady Lady?
Oh.
And then I realized it was the same year as Shady Lady.
Oh.
So there was one song between Shady Lady in second and Armenia in fourth with Kele Kele. Do you think they cancelled each other out? Would they have won if only one of them had sent that performance?
I'm torn. See, I really like, because it's one of those, it's not groundbreakingly original as a song. Yeah. But it is that kind of addictive pop where you can't help but Kele Kele and sing along.
Yeah.
But I'm sort of distracted because I just find I'm really torn about this because I really like the song. Mm-hmm. I actually like the movement, the 3 male dancers, what they're actually physically doing is brilliant. Why they're in ridiculously they've just come from a funeral.
Hello, film fans. We are the Film vs. Film podcast. My name is Martin Harries, the host, and I'm always joined by the film encyclopedia man, Boaz Dix. On this podcast, every episode, we pick a topic from a film that's coming out at the cinema. Myself and Boaz pick our favourite film from that topic, or team up against a guest and battle it out to decide which film will become the greatest film of all time, according to 2 film geeks from Wiltshire, England. Plus bonus spoiler special episodes about new films we love. You can find us anywhere on your favourite podcasting app. Remember, please do subscribe. Pod Trailer, signing off.
Right at the start, though, and her dances are fantastic, but right at that start bit where they're grabbing her legs and she leans forward, and I'm like, oh, girl, you are going to fall. And it'll all be over. No Kele, no Kele.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You can't just enjoy the performance because you're like, oh, I'm going to I'm physically going to see her legs snap and there'll be bone come out and I'll be like,
yeah, no. And maybe she would have gotten more points. Maybe she won if she'd done that.
If she'd actually done that.
I like the pyro. I like the performance, like you said, with the choreography.
Yeah.
If only she could hit some of the notes a little better.
Yeah.
I think Sarusho is benefited a lot by studio mixing.
Yeah. And I mean, I think a lot of it was like her mind was clearly on being in the right spot at the right time for...
And that's always an issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you over-choreograph something and someone's new to performing live...
And they can't quite get it. And the other thing, oh my God, I want you to go back and look at this performance, because I am not unconvinced. I swear one of those backup dancers is Dima Bilan and his mullet. Go back and watch it. There is one where at first I was like, look at that mullet throwing through the air, and I'll be like, I'll be a monkey's uncle if that's not Dima Bilan on the floor.
All right. I'll fly back through and have a check of that one.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's Dima Bilan and his mullet.
It's the same year he entered, though.
Yeah.
Do you think he's pulling double duty just to make sure he won?
Well,
Was Dima Bilan secretly in everyone's performance that year?
You were like, oh, what is this? There's something really awesome about this performance, but I can't quite. A little bit of Dima in everyone that year.
I've given the song a 7 out of 10. I really do love this song. Given the performance a 5 out of 10, only because as you were saying, I felt like Surusho didn't really know where she was meant to be the whole time, and it probably wasn't helped by the stage. I feel like it wasn't a stage that was really helpful to really pared back performances.
No, I think if you had a really good performance, you could do it. I think it was
Maybe she needed a prop. Like Annie Lorak with Shady Lady had her glass mirror box.
It just needed something. It was very, the problem is it was very disjointed. There were some really good ideas, but nothing that brought them together.
Yeah.
It was
I agree.
It was very excellent elements, but then there were just some
they
really
just weren't
shit.
gelling.
Yeah.
I've given Fashion 5 as well, so I've given it a total of 17.
Oh, well, see, I gave the song a 6.
Yep.
I gave the performance a 6, and that is wholly for those backup dancers.
Yes.
That is all Dima Bilan. I gave them an extra point because Dima Bilan was in it. And the fashion, I don't know why. I was obviously drunk. I gave it a 3.
Okay,
I think that's
so
higher than it
that's
deserved.
A 6, a 6, and a 3?
Yeah.
Total of my 17, your 15 is a total of 32.
Yeah.
Out of a total of 60.
Yeah. It could have been so much more, but they just
the
needed
potential
to pull it
was there,
together.
the execution wasn't. Moving on to 2009 now. I love this entry. It was Inga and Anush with the song Jan Jan. Finished 10th in the final.
I love the Jan Jan.
I love Jan Jan. Oh my God.
I love it so much.
Those of you who don't remember, I'm not sure. Are they twins or are they sisters? I don't really know. I should have looked it up before I came on air.
I feel that, you know what? Aren't we all sisters?
Aren't we?
Sister?
Yes, you know what?
Aren't we all sisters?
We are in the
sisterhood.
In the bond of the sisterhood, says a white boy.
For those who can't quite remember it, it's the blue velvet.
The blue velvet
queen witches.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, I remember being like, am I going to be spooked by this performance? Because it's very dark kind of.
I love it. It's got a bit of the Bram Stoker Dracula about it.
Exactly, yeah.
Apparently, they were all dressed in the tradition of how the Armenian queen was dressed.
Oh,
dressed in like the 14th to 15th century. This is how Armenian queens would have dressed. And I'm like, damn, girls. Armenian queens got it going on.
Love the fashion of this one. Can I just get it out there right away? I've given a 9 out of 10 for the fashion in this performance.
I don't have a problem with that.
Sold. What a banger it was.
You know what? I also know an interesting tidbit about this song.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess who? Someone, okay, let's just say a Eurovision superstar has called this as their favourite Eurovision song of all time. Can you guess?
Okay. I am going to go with Sarkis Rivas.
Oh, no.
Male or female?
Male.
Dima.
No.
Johnny Logan.
No. We'll just go here and we'll list every man who's ever been.
Mons.
Mons! Mons.
Mons
Mons has actually
Mons.
named this as his like favorite song of all time.
I honestly thought it would be more likely that Johnny Logan would call it his favorite.
Oh no,
of all
like
time than
Mons gets down to this, and actually it's hilarious because in one of the like looking down at like the comments, you know, like this video has been, you know, viewed like, you know, 6 million times.
Yeah.
And someone had just made the comment of, this has been like viewed like 6 million times. Half of them have been from Mons.
Yes. I didn't know that. I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah, that's the power of this song.
Look, it's an ethno pop banger. I'm really loving how strongly we've started with the Balkans and Eastern Europe because they just have spent their whole time at Eurovision just delivering ethnic pop bangers, right? There's that where the bass kind of drops in the middle of the song. I'm like, yes, give me more of this. I am living for it.
Yeah.
Perfect choreography.
Yeah.
This is what I think Surusho should have been more closer
of
to.
this. Yeah. See, this is the bit where I love it, where I said like one of my favorite things of Eurovision, where people do bring, you know, that history and culture and, you know, who they are as a country and as a nation and as a people.
Exactly.
And they totally did this. And this is so perfect.
So I've given the song a 7. I have given the performance a 7, and I've given the fashion a 9 for a total of 23.
Oh,
Lay
okay.
it on me, baby.
If it wasn't for a song later on, this would have hands down been and for many years, this was my Armenian favorite, hands down. I have given it an 8 across the board.
8 and 8 for a 24.
Yeah. I love this song. There should be more of this. Like, I would be happy to just watch 60 songs like this.
That was just... Just watch this song 60 times like Mons does. All right, moving on to 2000.
He didn't get to 6 million by accident.
No, exactly. Moving on to 2010, it's Eva Rivas with Apricot Stone. Now, this song finished 7th in the final.
How?
We are going to disagree on this song.
How? Oh my God, I knew you were going to like this one.
So, I love this song.
God.
It is one of my highest rated entries.
Oh, no!
The old man and his flute just sitting there, just having the time of his life. The tree rising up from the seed that he's planted.
Oh my!
I love everything. But what I love is just that one guy that's just going above and beyond, like he's auditioning for fucking Hamlet or something.
Is that like the fat dancer?
Yes.
Like the fat like ballet guy? But yeah, he looks like.
But he looks like he's trying to get a Tony Award for this one performance.
Yeah,
you know.
But he might just but there's also like he could be a homeless man that just wandered in his brown pajamas.
And I love it.
Can I say with that guy, okay, for the longest time where he was like dancing around, go back and when you watch the performance, I actually thought he was dancing with a giant apricot stone. Like he just had like a giant brown seed for most of the performance. It wasn't until like at the end where I'm like, oh no, I think it's a jug. I think he's trying to water I thought he was just dancing with a giant apricot stone. And I'm like, it's ridiculous.
I give this performance so much just for like ambition.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh wow, you've got a man who thinks he's bloody Ian McKellen dancing around in the background.
It really
then
is.
You've got the extra of the growing of the tree. That old guy who doesn't fucking know where he is. He just showed up with his flute. No. I am obsessed with this performance. I like the song a lot.
I don't.
Fashion suffers.
So, it looks like she's wearing jeans under her flowy top.
Do you remember in fact, if you turn around and look at the wall, what Corolla wore in 2006 for Invincible? I feel like this has elements of Corolla's outfit in it.
No, but like I love Corolla's outfit. Like that's like
executed.
She's a queen. Like that is fantastic.
I mean,
like,
no one on this podcast doubts Corolla's brilliance.
Like that's everything. Her big flowing blue cape,
poured in the wind machine.
Like the gold pants. No, this is clearly like she is She's going down to the the shitty club, and she's only going there because they have like 2 for $5 vodka shots.
All right, so what did you rank this song overall?
Oh my! I see this. I think we were watching like a different performance.
Maybe.
I'm like, she's in her jeans. She's moving around out the front of what looks like a giant brown turd for most of it, while a little chubby man dances around with a little poo nugget. Oh my God. The other thing is when you watch this performance, it was so ingenious. And can I just say, that woman, like, she's a beautiful woman. Oh my God, she has an amazing set of boobs on her. Like, they are a good quality set of boobs.
She's rocking the titties.
But I give Armenia extra points because at the very beginning of the video, they find an excuse for the camera to zoom in on her boobs by pretending that, you know, she's trying to show you the locket that's in her hand that is just next to her buzz.
What subtly, amply placed in her cleavage?
Yeah,
for
it's like,
extra
oh,
points.
look
How
at
do you
my
think it finished
locket.
7th, Liz?
Look
So
at
what
my
did you
locket.
What score did you give it?
Oh my God, I gave the song a 4.
Yeah.
I gave the performance a 4.
Yep.
Fashion. Oh my God, wear jeans to Eurovision, you get a 1.
Wow, so that is a solid 9. I have gone quite the opposite. This might be our most dichotomous performance since you gave minus 1,000 points to Andorra.
That was deserved though.
I gave the song an 8.
Oh.
I gave the performance a 9.
What?
And I gave the fashion a 6 for a total of 23.
Oh my God, how do you give that a 6? She's wearing jeans.
I live for it.
The backup singer has a monobrow.
Oh, I
How
live
do
for the
you vote
monobrow.
for that?
Look, we can move on to a song I think we are going to agree on. 2011, Emmy's Boom Boom.
Wow.
I have nothing to say about this song.
I have so much to say about this song.
Awful.
I'd completely forgotten about it. Even like when it started again, I was just like, no. But
I feel like they forgot. They were like, where are we packing our bag? Oh fuck, it's Eurovision. Have we got a song? No.
It's like they were trying to like call it the Spanish vote and the American vote and the Greek vote by doing like a little bit of Greek dancing, a little bit of like.
Can we talk about the glove?
Oh my God. Okay. So for everyone who can't remember the performance, it starts off with Emmy being turned around, sitting inside a giant boxing glove. Oh, it looks like something from Rocky 3, to be honest. Oh, no, what is it where he fights the Russian?
Rocky 3.
No, is that Mr. T?
Mr. T, no, I thought it was 2.
No,
Mr. T's 3. It must be 4.
Yeah. So he fights Dolph Lundgren. Yeah. And at the beginning, where it's they have the big Russia versus America, performance, and he is like he comes out living in America, and he's dressed like Uncle Sam, and it's ridiculous. It could have come literally straight from Rocky 4.
Oh my God, I have nothing. I try really hard in this segment.
Boom, boom, chaka, chaka, boom, boom, chaka, chaka.
I try so hard to have positive things to say, and I have nothing to say about this.
It's an awful vocal performance. Yeah. Like, it is.
I'm sorry, Emmy, if you are a consistent listener and you've been waiting for Armenia Week to hear us praise you, get a therapist because it's not about to happen.
Oh, but and once like the backup dancers, they again pull out the gym bandos, and they form a boxing ring around it, and it's like it's such a car crash. Like and you know what the weird thing is? It's like you get Stockholm syndrome. The further that this song goes on, you can't help it. You're like, boom, boom, chica, chica.
And sympathy pains, is that what it is?
Well, I don't think that's how I feel about this song. Like, this song just like hits, you chaka, hit, hit, chaka. Like, perfect. Like,
it's a perfect storm of terrible, isn't it?
It's like actually watching the dumpster burn. Like, you're just standing there, just like, oh.
I've been really generous with this. I've given her a 2 for the song, a 3 for the performance, because you know what? That glove must have taken at least 10 minutes to put together. And I've given it for the fashion because I like her hair.
Wow. Okay. That
was a total of 8, by the way. Yes.
I gave the song a 4.
Yep.
Only because I couldn't help the fact that
I got Stockholm
for it. Yeah. I gave the performance a 2, and that was solely for the boxing.
Yep,
ring,
exactly.
And it was so bad. And fashion, I gave it a 2, and that was solely for the champion belt.
So we've both given an 8 for a total of 16. Not a good night for Emmy. We do have to very briefly talk about 2012.
Yes, did not participate.
Armenia did not participate over security concerns. Yes. Now, what that means is Azerbaijan did win in 2011.
We still don't know how.
Nobody knows
or
how.
Why.
Nobody. We don't think about it. It's not my least
Were there
favourite
security
winner ever.
concerns because they were worried out that, like, you know, they were going to actually find out that it was lizard people who had, like, rigged the contest and they were going to, like, rip off their human heads to reveal their, like, reptilian
Can I just go
snakeness.
back? Sorry, I've got to say, Emmy was not only the first time that Armenia didn't reach the top 10, it was also their first non-qualification. So that should tell you a lot.
I think that was just given watching the performance.
2012, though, of course, the security concern was because the contest was being hosted in Azerbaijan. And Azerbaijan and Armenia do not get along, to put it lightly. There is some territory left over from their days as part of the Russian Empire and the Soviet Union that they don't agree on
Who should get which bit?
Yes, Nagorno-Karabakh or whatever it's called. I'm really sorry if I butchered it.
You know what? Why don't we just make that third bit its own independent country? There we go.
Wow,
Bam.
that is even worse, maybe.
Problem solved.
The problem is that there is really no agreement on who controls which bit, and which bit would be independent maybe if they agreed on it. Neither one of them wants to give it up. That's the other thing. It's a matter of pride. You don't give in to the other country.
Well, you know what we could...
Very Israel-Palestine.
You know what we could do?
Yes.
We could sit down and look at it and go, you know what? COVID-19! Aliens! Don't give a shit! We're just human beings!
The other thing.
We're the same pieces of shit! Nobody cares! Let's move on!
Let's take the leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan, lock them in a room, and play Boom Boom by Emmy until they come to an agreement. 10 minutes later, they'll be out with an agreement.
Yeah, that shit will be sorted out. Like, nothing is worth
Armenia
this.
didn't enter. We hate to see countries not enter for political reasons.
They threw a tanty and stayed home.
I mean, you know what? I'm not going to weigh in on way countries should feel about land and who has what. Except the Vatican. I don't understand how that's a country. Anyway, we will move on to 2013. The Dorians with the song Lonely Planet.
Can I just say, you know what I found out randomly?
Yes.
The Vatican, okay,
Yes.
actually has the option of entering the Eurovision Song Contest,
Of course.
although they never have.
They should.
They totally should.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine the Pope, like, kicking out the jams?
Getting down with Sir Hart.
With his little, like, with the, what is it, the, you know, the
Pope-mobile?
Vatican Guard? Oh my God, he could
the
just
Swiss-
roll in
the
the
Swiss Guard?
Pope-mobile. The Swiss Guard, yeah.
So 2013 was the Dorians with the song Lonely Planet.
Oh.
First thing I think of is, can I browse your performance? Because the lead singer was rocking them brows.
Yeah. It was my first thing. Oh my God. You know, I won't even call it soft rock. I call it barista rock.
Yes, it's very
Barista
Starbucks.
by day, busker by night.
This was a shock qualifier for me. I didn't expect to see it qualify. On reflection, I actually don't hate the song.
No.
Like, in its place, it's a jam.
No. You know who they are? They are the Armenian Nickelback.
Yes, I saw a comment that said the exact same thing on YouTube while I was watching it.
Yeah. And oh my God, like, it was bad enough. You know what? You can't be playing that kind of music and be wearing sunglasses on the stage at night. You ain't that cool. And it wasn't just
keyboardist. Oh my God, I live for that guy with his cravat and his living for it.
Just make it stop.
So yeah, there's not much to say about this one.
Yeah, you know what? They keep saying that it's, you know, it's a lonely planet. You know why it's a lonely planet? Because no one comes to their gigs.
Yeah, exactly. I gave it points for using the wind machine effectively on his hair. Song I actually like these days. I've given it a 7. Performance, pretty standard 5. Fashion 3 for a total of 15.
Song 1, performance 1, fashion 0.
Okay, so that's a 2 for a total of 17. Still doing better than Emmy. 2014, RMMP3 with the song Not Alone. Return to form for Armenia with this one. Finishing 4th.
I have a few things to say about this song. Oh my God.
This is the one that I think of and I go, maybe this is the one Liz secretly adores more than life itself.
Well, the thing, when I look at this guy, when I actually look at the Aram guy, you know who he looks like to me?
Who?
He looks like Doctor Who, as in Peter Capaldi.
Oh my God.
But if Peter Capaldi went back in time and was like young, okay, he is the young Peter Capaldi. And even everything that he is wearing in that performance is what Peter Capaldi is actually wearing when he is playing Doctor Who.
I can see that,
like in a
alternate universe, yeah.
And can I say, because I remember watching this performance, and when I first started this performance, it sort of, it starts off, and in the live performance, I think there was something wrong with the microphone levels at the very beginning, because there were a couple of notes, and you were like, oh no, that's not set for his voice and where he was going.
Yeah,
like it was
100%. I think there was a lot of vocal issues.
Yeah, at the beginning, and then this song comes on. And for me, then the song comes on, and then the song builds.
Yes.
And you start to feel it.
This is the song.
You start to feel it, and it starts to get better, and you feel it, and it starts.
It's those violins.
And it's just the drum, and it's just, you feel it in the background, and he's like, "You're not alone." But up until that point, it's dark, and it's the darkness, and then it starts to build. And then as it builds, you know what it is? You know what it is? This is in the movie. No. You know where this is? Oh. This is when you are in the movie, okay? Yeah. And you are towards the end, okay? And good has failed. Evil is triumphing. The heroes are lying, bloodied and beaten on the ground. People are dead. People are dying. And there is no hope whatsoever, and humanity is doomed, and we are lost, and it is depressing. But then out of the darkness, a lone figure steps forward and says, no, evil will not triumph. The human race will survive. We will win. Goodness will win, because I am the Doctor and you are not alone. I love this song so much.
This is the song, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I also absolutely bloody love this song.
Oh my God.
When that bass drops.
Oh.
And his vocals pick up, because before that it was really patchy, even in the semi-final and then in the grand final. I remember in the semi-final going, they'll fix that in the final. Yeah. Maybe he was nervous. But once that, what if it's only one kill? And he's killing it vocally.
Oh, and just everything, the pyrotechnics, just poof, 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 poof. He fills that whole arena. That's
really big bang. Now, see, I think the stage was. I love that stage from 2014. Yep. I look back at a lot of performances and maybe think it was too big a stage.
Oh no! See, for me,
I don't think he filled it at all.
Oh, I think he does. He does, and I think you needed the big stage for that performance. I find it such a big performance.
I feel like maybe I'm looking at the potential it could have had.
Oh, no, see, I actually get, because you know me, I don't like emotions. Emotions are disgusting.
That's true.
And they're gross.
Yeah.
And they should never happen, certainly not in public.
Yes.
This song, oh my God, like I can listen to this song like on repeat, like all day. And there are times I just get so filled with like just passion and hope. It actually brings tears of defiance to my eyes.
So what are you ranking? You know what? Maybe we'll finish with a high note, so I'll rank it first.
Okay.
Song, I've given an 8. Mm-hmm. Love that bass drop so much.
Only one kiss.
I'm really not sold completely on the performance, so I've only given it a 5. And fashion, I've given it a 5 as well, for a total of 18. Lay it on me, baby.
Okay.
Do I write down a 10, 10 and a 10?
Perfect 10.
10.
The performance 10. He just feels
Jesus
it. He
Christ.
owns it, and he takes it when he throws his arms open.
Yep.
Oh my God! And fashion. You know what? I give it a 10 because when that wind machine picks up and his coat is flapping like Doctor Who. Oh my God, it is my dream.
That's a 48 out of 60. You've given it your first ever perfect score.
I've got goosebumps just thinking about it.
All right, we're going to move on to 2015, but we won't spend much time on it because it's a pretty forgettable song. It is Genealogy with Face the Shadow. Forgot it entered. Forgot it qualified, shocked it qualified.
Yeah, I've just written it's a very windy performance.
Yeah, I don't like big vocal groups that exist just because they need more voices. I find this one bland.
You know what the problem is? When you get to like about the fourth chick, that chick can actually really sing, and then she sings her bit, and it's a big chorus, and you're like, yeah, this is. Then it drops down to the rest. They should have just kept her.
Yeah, kept her and forgotten everybody else.
Get rid of everyone else.
They're all dressed as evil druids. That's what I took from it. I don't like it. I've given the song a 3, the performance a 2, and the fashion a 2 for a 7.
I gave the song 1, performance 1, fashion a 2.
So that is a 4 plus a 7 for a total of 11.
Yeah, that was a very forgettable one.
Emmy is doing better than that.
Yeah, at least you could sing along to it, you know.
All right, now 2016, we get up to Iveta Mukushin, I believe it's pronounced, with the song Love Wave, returning to the top 10.
It's a really interesting one,
So there is a big performance going on in this one.
The things that she does with her hand, I swear her hand and her shoulder, she can dislocate it.
Yeah.
Because she does some weird kind of,
She's a bit
the
like
ring sort of disjoint stuff.
I like the whisper start. It's very like acapella, here I come. Then I think she must have had a song that wasn't 3 minutes long, because she has that whole bit where she just does the breakdown before she starts singing again. I absolutely love the staging of this one. They've been like, what do we have? A stage, pyrotechnics, and cameras. Let's work with that, and absolutely.
They tried some great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where all her
kills it.
screaming selves, she stands there as sort of projected, like coming out of her. That's great.
I think this is a really solid performance.
Yeah,
good return.
The effects where they were all coming out of her, there were points where it wasn't all like on point and her torso it was a bit to the left.
But you know what? She's only human.
Yeah, exactly.
She does what she can. The vocals were fantastic, this one. Camera angles, crazy good. I'm obsessed with them. Smoke machine, wind machine. I wish I liked the song itself a bit more.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's the performance that, I mean, it's not that it's a bad song, but it's the performance. If this was just like...
They've outdone themselves with the performance, I think, So
the performance carries the song.
I've given her the song an 8. Gave the performance a solid, and I don't think I've done this before, a 10. For a performance, and an 8 for fashion.
Oh, okay. I gave the song a 6, a performance a 7, and the fashion a 6.
Total of 45 then. Okay. Moving on to Artsvik with Fly With Me in 2017. Now, the first thing I noticed about this one is that Rona Nishliu from Albania would like her hair back.
Well, you know what? Looking at this is everything about this, of the what they're wearing, the fashion, the staging. It's Eurovision as presented by David Lynch.
Yeah, oh my God.
Who is, of course, the filmmaker who made Twin Peaks
Eurovision.
Where everything is just sort of like a bit...
askew.
Yeah, and just a bit weird.
It's a weirdly funky song. I wasn't expecting there to be such a funky beat in the background of the song.
It's but I think the problem with this song is it has this promise like it's about to get a lot more interesting. Yeah, but it never actually does.
It's a bit underwhelming in where you feel like they could build, but they don't build.
But it never actually does.
I've given the song itself a 7. Performance a 4, fashion a 3 for a total of 14.
Oh, I went song 5, performance 5, just because I love the kooky backup dancers, and a fashion a 4.
So also a 14 for a 28.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on to 2018. It is Sevak Kanagian with the song Kami.
Look, this song failed to qualify.
It did not qualify, that is correct.
It's very easy to say why. This is how I described this. Man with a beard in a jumper, possibly homeless.
That's one of the things I noticed was his half sweater, half jacket kind of thing.
Just because he's homeless, he's had to just stitch something together.
Yeah. R&B-ish kind of song, this one. This is the one, if you don't remember, he's standing in kind of that circle of like, it looks like half of Stonehenge is behind him.
Or it's just like, you just get those little like garden pegs that are down in the public park.
Yeah, I'm not vibing with this one particularly.
Yeah, it's very forgettable.
It got rockier. Maybe it should have qualified. 2018 was not a very strong year.
Have. His voice is okay. The song, the performance, it's a man in a jumper. Yeah. It's not memorable.
It's not much to write home about. So I've given the song a 5, the performance a 3, and the fashion a 2 for a total of 11.
Oh wow, I gave the song a 1. I gave the performance a 2. He pepped up a bit at the end, and I gave the fashion a 1. And I don't even know why I gave it a 1.
That's a 4 for a total of 15. You're very hot and cold on Armenia. Either you love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so moving on to 2019, the last stop on our journey. I'd love to talk about 2020 because I bloody love that song, but there was no contest. So, 2019 was Walking Out by Serbuk. Did not qualify. What are your thoughts?
I pretty much spent the entire time watching this going, oh my God, stop talking about it. Just do it. Just walk out.
Yeah.
It took her 3 minutes too long to walk out.
I like the bit at the start of the song where she's like reaching her hand out and I'm like, are you reaching for a better song? Are you reaching for televote
like,
points?
Oh, anything.
Come back
just,
on.
yeah.
No, I don't. I actually kind of like the song. I don't mind the song, but I also don't think anything of the song. One thing I loved was her boots. They're like up to her like hips and they are gorgeous. I love those stripper boots.
I just find the whole outfit like ridiculous. Like the jacket is just oversized. Yeah. It doesn't fit.
The performance was very cold. That's what I felt, and a bit empty.
Like she was trying to be tough. Like I've got my boots on and I've got like a braid in my hair. Like I'm gangster. Like no.
I like Serbuk. I can't say her name. Serbuk, I think it is. I like her a lot. If she came back with a stronger song, I'd be totally for it. But this performance didn't qualify. Yeah. I've given the song a 6, the performance a 5, and the fashion a 6 for a total of 17.
Oh, yeah. No, we really went
we
different
differed
ways.
Again?
I went song 2, performance 2, fashion 1.
That's a 5 for a total
at least just get something to fit. You know what I'm saying? It's Eurovision. Like pay for tailoring.
If I have done the math right, we both have our own winners. You have obviously picked Aram MP3.
You're not alone in picking that.
Which is I think it's your highest ranked of all time. Mm-hmm. I don't think we can get any higher than that one. My number 1 for Armenia is Iveta Mukushin with Love Wave, which I gave 26 points.
Oh, there we go.
So we have once again disagreed on our favourite entry. Now
we will have to throw it open to the public.
Yes,
again.
Our number 1 overall was Aram MP3's Not Alone on 48 points, followed by 45 points for Iveta Mukushin. And in third place, let's have a look here. Who do you think came third? Jun Jun did come third by Inga and Anush. So let us know what you think. Do you agree? Is one of our favourites the people's favourite?
I think we all know
we'll put it out.
The favourite.
We'll put it out on Instagram and Facebook. Let us know.
And when you say that, your favourite for Armenian ever was 2014 Aram, know that you're not alone. Now, do you want to hear the public?
So we do need to go to the public's opinion on
vote.
Andorra last week.
Yes, because...
So we did come in differently, 2 separate favourites. Yours was Anonymous. Mine was Casanova by Gisela.
The public have spoken.
Yes.
And the vote goes to Anonymous!
Hey! It was a good song. It was our second favourite overall, I'm pretty sure.
Go the Garage Rock Boys.
Well done, boys. That is the closest they actually came to qualifying as well with Anonymous. So, pretty... I think I'm the outlier here.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
So
yeah, you are.
Let us know what you think about this week's results. Was your favourite Love Wave? Was your favourite Not Alone? Was it something else? Have we gone in a whole... Was it Jun Jun?
Chicka chicka boom boom.
Oh God, was it? If it was Emmy, victory. If it was Boom Boom Miami, don't tell us. It's time now for comment of le week, which is French for comment of the week.
All right, I think we should dive straight into, it's going to be 2010's Apricot Stone.
Apricot Stone. Could it be anything else?
Yes, there are a lot of comments on this. A lot of people commenting that she looked like Angelina Jolie or Kim Kardashian, the Armenian Kim Kardashian. A lot of people... Oh, my God. One of my favourite comments was from Diva ESC Molitva.
Oh, hello.
Who made the comment, she is beautiful. Looks like Angelina Jolie. I wish I were Armenian and had some lovers from there.
Oh. That's a bit desperate. I'm not here for that.
If you can't hook up on the comment section of a Eurovision YouTube film clip, where can you hook up? Don't do it. All men are terrible.
All men are terrible.
Hee from 8 years ago was nice song. I like her hair.
Oh, that's nice. Simple, to the point, not creepy.
Yeah. VMC Black 2 weeks ago made the comment of, after 10 years, I still like it.
I'm still tepid towards it.
I like it. Yeah.
Not sold either way.
Yeah, so not love, but okay, now there is one. You know what? I'm not even going to say their name because they don't deserve any attention, but I want you to...
Hello, jerk.
Jerk. That is appropriate for 5 years ago. And their comment is, and I'm quoting this, "No spirit. Gaylang sings like slut."
Oh.
Brings me to the question. Oh my! How does one sing like a slut?
Do we need to introduce like a fourth ranking category? Sings like slut.
Sing like slut. Like, is that? Yeah, but the thing is, it's just like sings like slut. He's not saying if that's a good or a bad.
It's not an up or it's a very
You
neutral
haven't
comment. It's
quantified
very,
that. Like,
yeah.
is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
Who knows?
Yeah. You know what? I think that sounds like the opinion of someone who is angry because, let's say, no lady on earth is having sex with them.
Yeah.
And so that makes every lady a slut.
What is the comment of the week? I hope it's more positive.
My comment of the week goes to Reg.
Reg? Hi, Reg.
Who made the comment, "I have been watching," and this was, we talked about the fabulous introduction to this film clip where it starts up with a very super close-up
Of her boobs. Yes.
Locket.
Yeah, the lockets. Air quotes.
To which Reg is very honest and has just commented, "I have been watching this for 6 years now, and I only just realised she's holding a necklace." So, for your honesty, Reg, you
never
get
change.
Comment
Never
of the week.
change. Well, that's Armenia week, done and dusted.
I know.
Let
wow.
us know what you think out there. We're always open to opinions.
Yeah. Unless your opinion is Armenia sounds like a slut.
Yeah, sings like a slut.
I want to sing like a slut.
Go for it. No one's stopping you.
I wonder, can you get lessons?
Yeah.
It's got to be a YouTube. How to sing like a slut.
Like slut.
Like slut.
Let's stop saying slut on the podcast. Do
Tell me how to live.
Let us know any opinions you have. I've only seen Liz fight with one person on Instagram, which is that guy that was when he posted about the petition going up.
Oh.
And that kid popped up and was like, "They're not going to uncancel." And you were like, "Well, you don't have to sign it." And I'm sitting there and I said to my husband now, I said to him, "Jamie, Liz is fighting with a kid on Instagram."
It was like my fourth comment, and he kept coming back. I'm like, "They're just never going to do it." And I'm like, "Oh, well, but imagine if they could." "Yeah, but they're not going to." And I'm like, dude, you don't. That was me trying to be peaceful. To be like, yeah, we're not going to, bash your mum if you don't sign it. Like, you don't, if you don't want to sign it, just move along.
But other than that, let us know anything you're feeling. Don't tell Liz about you.
Let
about
me
how you
know.
feel about
Just
the petition.
like, oh my God,
But
jog on.
Let her know and then let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week is Australia week. Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
So we will be bringing our homeland to you. Hopefully you've enjoyed us being there. We're going to take a walk through. We're going to decide whether we
should we be allowed to continue
Should we
at
deserve
Eurovision?
to go to Eurovision?
Oh,
I think you and I might have some
disagreements.
Well, disagreements and unexpected agreements. I think there's one performance that may have aged well for you. Or better than I think it has.
Well, because
I am talking about Dami M.
I'm going to say, like Australia, like we have had some truly champion moments, and we have had another. Yeah, we've had a performance where you just watch the dumpster burn.
I'm Jessica Malboy. Don't take it personally. Anyway, we'll see you next week for Australia Week on the Douze Points podcast, Eurovision Forever. We love you. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Sing like a slut.